Let's begin this hour, though, with the key economic indicator. Wholesale inflation saw its biggest increase since last summer. Data released this morning shows the U.S. Producer Price Index rose 0.6% last month.
All right, so joining me now to break down the data and what it all means really for me and you is CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger. That's who was giggling to the side as we got off to sort of a rocky start to the show. So what does this data show us, Jill?
As expected, energy costs were up pretty dramatically in the month of February, and that powered through all of the data. So we had the consumer price index. Remember, that showed an increase. Now we have the producer price, or what's paid at the wholesale level, also showing a big increase, as you said, the largest since September of last year. And again, energy accounted for about 70% of the increase, so I'm going to put the blame on energy. I guess what this really tells us is the inflation story is with us. When we discuss whether it's wholesale or consumer inflation, we are talking about the rate of change of prices, okay? No, prices are not going down. The rate of the rate of the price increases is starting to go down.
Right.
It was a bad month in February because of energy. Also in the producer price index, I saw that the services index kind of contributing a lot, but it's the goods that really did power it.
Okay.
What does this really tell you?
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
But I mean, is it going in the right direction?
So, you know,
I feel like we would have celebrated this sort of thing like several months ago, but now we're like, we're lukewarm on it.
Yes, because we are not seeing a meaningful drop in the inflation rate towards where the Federal Reserve wants it to be.
Right.
The Fed wants to see the price changes up by about 2% year over year, kind of whatever measure you're looking at, and not at the wholesale level, at the consumer level. And we are so not there. You know what they call this? They call it the last mile. Remember when we talked about this? This was about how much it costs to get your package to you, the last mile of delivery, and how expensive that was. And so now people are using that term, the last mile, when it comes to inflation.
Right.
We've made huge progress since the summer of 2022. You know, we had consumer prices up by 9%. Now they're up by 3.2%. But you know what? We are really not getting close to where the Fed wants us to be. And I think this last mile of improvement in the inflation rate, that's what's feeling like, at least, it's somewhat elusive.
Yes, I understand that. My run, every run that I do, that last mile is the most painful one. Let me ask you about something completely different. As you know, the House passed this bill yesterday that would compel TikTok TikTok's parent company to remove any sort of Chinese affiliation, right, to divest. I'm wondering, though, beyond TikTok, what sort of impact could this have on the tech industry sort of at large? The tech industry has really been driving a lot of the great gains that we've been seeing in the stock market.
Yes. I mean, look, I think that in a weird way, of course, the entire tech industry is concerned that there's any sort of limitation put on it. So you might think, oh, you know what? Google would be psyched if this happened, because if TikTok got banned, everyone goes to YouTube, right? Or Facebook would be psyched because people will go to Instagram. But you know, there's a larger issue around regulation, and they push back against that regulation. This is a long road. So I want to be clear that nothing's happening immediately. And I think that there is a good point to be made that when you have regulation, it does curtail profits. But, you know, when you look at it from the way I was trained, like old school people in finance will look at this and say, oh, so what? So YouTube gets spun out of Google. It becomes its own company. It's different. We can regulate it differently. They'll still make a ton of money. And so I always wonder why the pushback so hard from tech. I mean, they're making piles of money. They make a little less money. But I think that valuation-wise, it would be great for the shareholders. I also want to be clear that sometimes when you have a regulation that comes out, what happens is the largest companies can fight back and absorb the changes. The smaller ones can't. And so I wonder if sometimes regulation that they're fighting so hard against really will just only embellish their dominance over the industry. So these are the questions that we ask. Again, it's a long way between now and then.
Yeah, and we don't even know if that TikTok thing is going to make it out of the Senate.
Exactly
That's a whole
right.
other conversation.
Exactly right.
Jill, thank you very much.
Sure.